So apparently Diddy's knee has been bothering him recently, so he reported it. At some point, it was decided that he needed medical care outside of the jail. He was taken to a Brooklyn hospital.
That Sean Combs allegedly threatened to with former Vibe magazine editor Danielle Smith. She says Combs told her that she would, quote, end up dead in the trunk of a car.
In a shocking twist behind bars, a prison doctor's revelation suggests that Diddy Combs may have contracted HIV, sending ripples of panic through the corridors of power.
All right, guys, let's talk about Craig Mack. See, it's messed up enough that Craig Mack started Bad Boy and got them off the ground, but we all know that Diddy and his freak party, that's what exposed Craig Mack and got him HIV. You know, Diddy was the one who set Craig Mack up with the woman who gave him HIV. You know, they was all, going one after the other, which leads me to believe that all of them might have it. You dig? And if Craig Mack, y'all not familiar with him, man, he caught HIV. He's the one who just made Bad Boy take off, and he died from full-blown AIDS a few years ago living at a coast, South Carolina. But guess what? Diddy was the one who set him up with the chick. You dig? So it's probably safe to say that Diddy, Craig Mack, a whole lot of these people are sharing diseases and swapping bodily fluids, but you have not heard a mention of a condom. Long live Craig Mack. Down with Diddy, man. Y'all need to make better decisions out here.
Imagine a world where the titan of hip-hop is not just facing a monumental legal battle, but also a hidden health crisis that could shatter his empire from within. Recent events inside a Brooklyn detention center have sparked questions that no one saw coming, as whispers of a secret diagnosis threatened to upend everything we thought we knew about the mogul.
Man, Craig has some, like craters in his face. And then I had asked Kirk Burrows about that. I said, yo, dude, man, what? All this y'all got the money and stuff like that? So he said he had a heart condition. So way back then, Craig was telling people he had a heart condition. So that's what people thought. I didn't know at that time that he had AIDS. I thought it was a heart condition. You understand? And then some years ago, I spoke to Roxy, and she confirmed that with me about the HIV stuff. I wasn't gonna never say nothing about it.
The next thing is, man, Craig Mack was the one that jumped Bad Boy off. And it got so bad that Craig Mack, who died from AIDS, that man, he got brainwashed so bad from Diddy and got done so wrong. The man went to South Carolina and joined a cult with his family until he died of AIDS a few years ago. The man refused service for AIDS. And the cold part about it, man, if y'all go check the video, right? At one point, he was going to try to delete Diddy. Some say that Diddy might have had something to do with hooking him up with the girl that gave him the alphabet. And Craig Mack refused any funeral arrangements from Bad Boy, in the wake of his death. It's bad when somebody go and join a cult. The same thing happened to Loon. The same thing happened to May. Everybody's seeking religion, man, when they messing with Bad Boy. Did.
Renowned singer Jaguar Wright leveled explosive accusations on December 25th. In that moment, Wright suggested that Diddy might be battling HIV behind the closed doors of incarceration, while continuing to command his legendary status.
Did their job. He's a sex. He's got guns, and he's got semen coated in VHS tapes. I would have went in a hazmat suit. You could get by 80 ton gorillas. You wouldn't feel a thing. So now, your dick is gonna stay hard. You numbed up and you high. You got ketamine in you, so you don't feel. And then you add the X to put in the feeling that you've now blocked out. And now you got a part.
Freak off cocktail.
Yeah. So now, the Tootsie, they done skipped all the steps. They condensed it. So you got the coke in there, and then you got the ketamine in there, and they say that some of the dealers add the X in there. Now the Viagra, you still got to take that solo. But with the Tootsie, You got all of that. The gay cocktail.
Oh.
All cocktail. In the one thing.
But her revelations were only the opening act. Wright hinted that Diddy's diagnosis might be just one part of a much larger, more sinister narrative. She claimed to know of at least 20 other influential men who allegedly share the same hidden burden. Although she withheld their names for an upcoming self-titled show, her words have ignited a firestorm of intrigue.
He actually caught HIV, like having a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins.
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop doing what he's done.
He, an advocate, now he did do that. And
listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? Chief?
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names. And wouldn't nobody be able to sue me?
Wait, please name them, because we need to. Wait a minute.
Those are things that I'll be discussing on the Jaguar Wright Show from here on out.
Shout out Jaguar Wright Show. But yeah, no, we need those names, because God dang. You can't have them out here just spreading devil juice.
The hate. We tried. We turned it on 3 times. We gave it.
I heard that about Netflix movies. You give it the first 10 minutes and it don't touch you.
The Diddy joke. And him, and then he was in the dark tunnel, and was it the devil or was it Diddy? Like, I heard that part. And then he started crying. And then he kept on crying. And I just kind of said, you don't have to cry. Oh no. I'll be there by you.
Diddy's legal troubles have already been a labyrinth of scandal and controversy. Arrested on September 16, 2024 on charges ranging from sex by force to racketeering conspiracy, the mogul now finds himself in a relentless legal battle that shows no sign of slowing. His trial, scheduled for May 2025, looms like a specter over every new piece of information. And now, amidst the chaos, a prison doctor has reportedly disclosed a bombshell: Diddy may have contracted HIV while in custody.
That the Christina Quorum lady was the one who had started to make jokes about sex trafficking my clients, that she would be very good on the open market kind of thing. She said that kind of made her feel uncomfortable, and then she got a drink and then started to feel woozy, and then Mr. Combs first sexually assaulted her with an inanimate object, and then directed another gentleman who was there to then penetrate her while he was in the corner pleasuring himself, while Mr. Combs was in the corner pleasuring himself.
Any of the charges that Combs is already facing are not gender specific, and as far as I know, in most states, and certainly under the federal code, a charge of sexual violence, sexual does not depend on the gender or gender identity of the complainant, of the victim. So if this male witness experienced the same forcible sexual activity that other witnesses in this case have alleged, then the same charges would apply to an indictment that names a male complainant. It is not gender specific, and it very well could mean that if this is all part of a criminal enterprise, that yes, there would be counts added to the racketeering charge. But I think it's very, very important for us to know, for the public to realize, sexual charges are not gender specific, and male or male identifying victims can be just as much victims of sexual female identifying.
Late one chilly January night, sources revealed that Diddy was abruptly whisked from his cell at the Metropolitan Detention Center to Brooklyn Hospital Center. Ostensibly, he was undergoing a routine NURI, a procedure seemingly in line with his well-documented history of knee issues, yet insiders whisper that the timing and secrecy the transfer hint as something far more alarming. What if the true reason behind this nocturnal medical intervention was not a failing knee, but a dire complication from an HIV diagnosis?
So apparently Diddy's knee has been bothering him recently, so he reported it. At some point, it was decided that he needed medical care outside of the jail, so he was taken to a Brooklyn hospital.
He was only gone for a couple of hours and came straight back to NBC after his MRI was finished. Diddy's attorney Mark Agnifilo told TMZ, quote, "I cannot comment on anything related to prisoner movements. Also, I'm not commenting on anything related to possible medical issues." A statement from the Federal Bureau of Prisons was released too. It says, quote, "For privacy, safety, and security reasons, we do not comment on the conditions of confinement for anyone in our custody, to include medical status or medical trips."
I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. Period. Let me just say that I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. Let me just go ahead and put that out there. So let me go ahead and be full transparent. I will be talking about STIs, living with HIV, getting tested, all that other stuff. If there's a trigger for you that's too much, go ahead, click off on this video. But for my healthcare providers, if 50 healthcare providers watch this video and feel some type of way, and they change, and if 20 of them change this stuff, I know the work is done. Because this experience I've had is just making me not want to go get tested, treated, anything. It's just so annoying. So recently, I have been having really, really bad allergies and sinuses and all the other stuff. And I wanted to go to the doctor. So my primary care physician, they treat, HIV and all the other stuff. So anytime I go for any other thing that might not be related to HIV, it makes sense to go to them. Right?
This possibility sends shockwaves through the narrative for a man who has long been seen as untouchable. The idea of harboring a hidden life-altering condition is both startling and deeply unsettling. Diddy's apparent defiance in the face of adversity, continuing his work, and maintaining his public persona now takes on a new, darker shade. Could this secret be the crack in the armor of an industry titan? The implications are staggering. If Diddy's health is compromised by HIV, what does this mean for his ongoing legal battle? Can the revelation of a personal health crisis shift the dynamics of his trial, influence public opinion, or even affect his legal strategy? And what about the alleged network of at least 20 other men? Could this be the tip of an iceberg, exposing a broader culture of hidden truths?
News now, Sean Diddy Combs was expected to appear in court within the hour, but postponed just moments ago. It comes after reports that the music mogul was admitted to the hospital last week. Fox 5's Lisa Evers is live in Lower Manhattan with all of this. Lisa, so at this moment, what do we know?
Well, Bianca, this is a very fast-moving situation. Developments happening almost every single day. It seems as if every day there's some new piece of news about Diddy or his legal troubles. Now, this afternoon he was scheduled to go before a judge here and have a hearing in one of the many civil cases that he's facing. But we just learned a short time ago that at the very last minute, that hearing naming Sean Diddy Combs in another legal issue in another civil suit was postponed at the very last minute with no future date scheduled and no explanation. This is just one of the many questions, growing number of questions in need of answers.
Are you saying that you informed every partner that you had sex with of your HIV status, or did you not inform some people but use protection?
There were two examples, but protection was always in place. It was for the right reasons, because everyone that I had told up to that moment had shaken me down,
So that's why you chose not to reveal your status to some people.
Yes.
The 50-year-old actor is now facing lawsuits from several ex-lovers.
Exposed me to HIV for a year and a half.
Including ex-fiancé Scottine Ross, who claims Sheen put her at risk.
He made me believe he regretted not telling me.
Jaguar writes allegation extend beyond Diddy. In a conversation that served as a wake-up call, she dismissed Jay-Z's legal team's claim that the two were merely professional acquaintances. Instead, she painted a picture of a long-standing alliance steeped in exploitation and secrecy.
They do it better than we do it to ourselves. Diddy and Jay-Z were never friends. First the Fat Boys, now this. Ain't nothing to believe it.
So, hold on, Jack. When you were on the set of when you were on the set of Song Cry, the MTV situation, and you're around Jay-Z, you're in rehearsal. Did he never hop on the phone? He never had a conversation. Hey, yeah, that's Sean. That's the other Sean. We good.
I never paid attention to what people did with their cell phones. I minded my business.
Did you ever see Diddy around Jay-Z?
I mean, of course. At parties, at events, everyone knows this. This ain't nothing new. Everyone knows this.
Jaguar was right.
Yeah, they might say you're bringing down our black billionaires, Jack. You're bringing our black billionaires down.
How can I do that? I'm a liar, right? How could I do that? I'm crazy, right? How could I do that if I'm not right?
Come on.
See, I don't need to be right. I just need to admit that y'all was wrong. If I could get $1 for every person that's called me a liar in the past 5 years, then I would be financing. I'm buying my satellite next week.
You do seem like a keeper of information.
I am what I am, and I do what I do. And that is what it is.
That Sean Combs allegedly threatened to kill former Vibe magazine editor Danielle Smith back in 1997. She says Combs told her that she would, quote, end up dead in the trunk of a car over a dispute regarding his cover story on the magazine known for chronicling black culture and black music. Well, the then editor-in-chief wrote this and more in a New York Times essay about Diddy and explains how the rap star was selected to be the cover star for the December 1997, January 1998 issue. This was following the death of Tupac and Biggie Smalls. And she details never before known secrets about Combs, including an account how after his cover photo shoot in Manhattan, which was set to be modeled after the 1978 film Heaven Can Wait, it would feature him on two covers wearing angel wings with one angelic, the other mischievous look. Well, a few days later, Combs apparently wanted to see the covers before going to press, but it wasn't the policy of the magazine to do such a thing. And after Smith told him no, she says there were rumors that he planned to force the magazine team to show him the prints. And as Smith points out, there was vague talk circling about Combs' other alleged criminal escapades, possible beating at the bad boy offices, plus his reputation for ruffling feathers. Well, sure enough, she claims he shows up at her office. She explains that with the help of security and other staff members, she was able to make an escape. And according to Smith, Combs then called her the next day, and she says that's when he made the threat that he would, quote, see her dead in the trunk of a car, and also reportedly said, F you.
So if you already got something, ain't like you can catch it again. So I believe you know one of my theories is that these people at these Diddy parties were so close because they all had STDs. And so therefore all the super freaky stuff, it ain't like you could catch something twice. So almost like having a disease is a rare passage for that group. You understand what I'm saying? And I also got a video of Diddy that I'm going to post in full drag dress, makeup, lipstick, and a wig. This stuff has gotten out of hand. But let me know in the comments what you think about that if you're ready to dive deeper into the mystery behind the mogul's meltdown and uncover every explosive detail. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications because the truth is just getting started, and you won't want to miss what comes next. Bye, dear.